Okay, let's see how we do this. So we're going to try this versus level 60. I think this should work. Roger Odin are going to carry pretty hard, I feel, especially when we get towards the end. So let's go ahead and run it. Let's go. I guess it will keep the Wano slot on Roger Odin. Okay. Stage 3, this is where we get inflicted with Special Bind and Bind. The Bind will be removed via the Rayleigh support on Luffy. And the Special Bind we can remove with Don Chin Jiao. And then this should kill. I don't expect Izu to have that much HP. Okay, sweet. Battle 4, Special Reverse, which Shanks deals with. Paralysis, which Yamato deals with. Damage Reduction, which Killer deals with. Okay. And I guess we can actually just use Shanks here as well. Okay, easy. And then boss stage, where there's a couple different things. Despair, which is removed via the Roger and Odin. We're going to use Roger and Odin's Super EX, which should give us the full board of slots that we need, and then there's Special. And Luffy and Whitebeard are here to remove the damage threshold. So this should work pretty well. Okay, base attack boost as well. And they're really cool special. And that should remove that. And then we're good. And then he does revive. Yeah, we don't have any buffs. That's the only problem. And he does buff his attack, right? But this should be good for level 60 or whatever. Get their Rush Sugo as well. Bam. Okay. Sweet. Alright, so we'll try this one as our secondary team. We're going to be using the free-to-play PSY Luffy. The good thing about this Luffy is he does resist, he resists paralysis and despair as a captain, which is really cool. So we don't have to worry about the paralysis that occurs on stage 4. The special reverse is going to occur on the left-hand side of the team, but that's not going to matter too much because the specials of Shanks and Toki on this team don't really matter. Shanks is really nice though because he is a really high booster, so he's nice to use if you have the space to put him on there. Of course, if you don't already have all the new badge. Alright, stage 3. Izo, so normally Izo's is going to give a special bind and bind, so the bind is going to be removed with the core support on Law and Robin. But we're not going to worry about removing the special bind quite yet, because we can get through this comfortably without it. Okay, and now that gives us the opportunity to use Law and Robin on this stage to remove a bunch of debuffs. Because they remove Special Bind, but they also remove, what do you call it? They remove the Rainbow Shield too. They're just really, really nice. I actually haven't seen this special animation, but I mean, it's fine. We'll skip it. We have Roger Odin for the last stage. And We could use this Luffy special on the final stage. I think we will use it here though. Then what's his EX super do? Or his super type? Yeah, we'll use it. Give me some matching slots. Okay, cool. Now we are going to get a Psy attack boost on this stage, which is kind of lame, but it's not the end of the world, it's fine. We do have the color affinity from the Robin and Law, which is pretty dope. Realistically, probably didn't need to use the Luffy special on the previous stage, but depending on how deep you go between 60 and 80, you may need it. Defense up this time. So Zoro is good because Zoro deals with either of the gimmicks that can occur. Because the Whitebeard here can either put up damage threshold or increase defense. So Zoro is pretty cool because he can get rid of both of them. Use the Roger special, so we keep those Wano slots forever. Zoro special to remove the defensive effects, and then we can just go ahead and kill. And then on the revive, we can just use the Rush Sugo special. And then bop. Okay, cool. Not too bad. Alright, let's see how we go here. So, yeah, this team, as I said, this one is built for PKA level 80, but we're going to try it at level 60 anyway. It should work fine. The reason why we have Carrot Wanda is because it's for the additional gimmicks at level 80. We're going to run it anyway. It should run pretty okay. This is my first time using Momo as a captain. Luckily pulled him from part 1 of the New Year's Sugo Fest, so it's cool that we finally get this unit. And it does further make a bit more sense as to why we got the Momo and Hiyori at the start of the month and the way that they're designed, because they do work relatively well with this New Year batch with Roger Odin, Yamato, as well as the Zoro and Sanji character. They did it last year as well, where they released that Tend and Big Mom at the start of December, and then they released the Kaido vs Yamato at the New Year's last year, when those units are supposed to really work together. I guess it kind of makes sense. So you got to keep that, you know, in the back of your mind moving forward into next year. Alright, so we are not going to use any specials here. We are just going to kill, which shouldn't be too difficult. I will actually switch over to Wanda, which will give us a bit of additional damage. We're going to do the same strat as we did before with Law and Robin. So Marco, special reverse, which is why I have Carrot Wanda here, because I didn't really stall for their special, but again, for this level of difficulty, it's actually not a big problem at all. So we'll go ahead and use the Law and Robin special, which removes the special bind and the rainbow shield. And we'll go ahead and... yeah, we'll go ahead and use the special of the Shanks. So Shanks is really cool because he'll remove the paralysis, but because we have 4 characters that are of the same type, we can actually get all of the really cool benefits of him. All of those amazing buffs. And we'll go ahead and switch over back to the Karot. And we are good to go. Yeah. Super overkill. On that stage 3, I kind of realized as well that the Luffy on this team, we could use him to remove the special bind, and definitely deeper on and past level 80, you probably would actually want to use the Luffy to remove the special bind on stage 3 against Izo, but not really a big deal. So we have defense up this time, and so as we talked about already, you know, with Momo, with Whitebeard, he either puts up defense or threshold. And Momo on this team is really nice because he actually removes both of those debuffs, or those buffs on the enemy side of the field. So getting all the buffs from Roger and Odin. Momo will remove the defense up, give us a chain lock as well, which is pretty dope, and the enemy cannot remove that, which is even better. plenty of damage. And then he'll go ahead and remove our beneficial effects, which is pretty bad. But we do have a lot of additional specials that we can launch here. Like, we've got, like, just the super class to get the small attack and orb boost, as well as getting a base attack boost, because why not? Bah. Yeah, that works pretty well. No issue. But of course, Carrot Wanda, they're not a boosted unit, so you're not going to get any additional drops from them, but we will like to have them for level 80, because they're really, really nice. But yeah. How many drops do we get here? Yeah, still a decent amount. Still not too bad. We take those.